This is an Off the Tongue podcast. Welcome to Skate Mansfield.
What's up, Skate Mansfield? This is Skate Mansfield. I don't know how to. Again, it's like going hard. It's like, what's up, Skate Mansfield? I'm BJ Price,
And I'm Adam McElroy.
and we're here to talk skateboarding with a legend. I mean, an early legend. We just found out
About to be a legend.
He's literally half my age.
Yeah, you're old, dude.
Kaleb Wilson, thanks for joining us, buddy.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you for being here.
Hey,
Yes.
pleasure.
Yes. Thoughts?
BJ's old. That's a fact.
Well, at the same time, I graduated with my mom, so
That's very true.
Did
Did that just get worse for you?
Yeah, it did,
Uh-huh.
actually. That's a little more of reality.
I guess I have a couple friends who have adult children now. A couple
Yeah.
people I graduated with who,
well, I mean, I wasn't too far off after graduation. I'm here.
yeah,
Yeah. So
which I mean, it's kind of one of those things. It's like also, I was big in I'm not going to be old dad.
yeah.
Right.
So like my wife made like she was adamant. She's like, we're done having kids by 30. So
Yeah. Well,
let's go.
imagine if you were this old right now and your child was 18 years old, you'd be a free man right now.
That's so true.
You'd be able to kick them out of the house.
I guess. Yeah, a couple
ne-
years.
they're never-
Come
I
on.
was gonna
No,
say,
that you're being
they're
kicked out
never-
next week. I'm here to inform you.
It's your birthday.
Yeah,
Get
I
out
don't
of the
think
house.
I don't think I moved out. Well, I have told my youngest that I'm counting the days until he's 18, so I can punch him in the face and it'd be a misdemeanor. So,
So my dad always was like, "Oh, I'm so excited for you to move out," like joking around.
Mhm.
And all the time he's like, "I got your first month's rent. Like, get out of my house and I'll pay your first month." And then it came time that I moved out and I was like, "You got first month, right?" And he's like, "Ah." And he did. He paid the first month. So shout out, Dad.
A man of his word.
Yep. But he didn't like that, $500-600 coming out of his pocket.
Right.
But you've been promising me this for like 10 years now.
I'm trying to think.
Talking
Like
big game.
I didn't.
Right.
I didn't dip out of my parents' house till I was 20.
Yeah, I was
I moved. I redid their
I was
basement.
19
I redid their basement and moved down there.
and painted
And-
it green and purple or
No,
something.
purple and black.
Oh, same thing.
Black walls.
Yeah, purple and black. Baby.
Emo, bro.
We also built.
This is the late 90s or late,
shout-
60s? Was
No.
that when it
I was just being purple. No, it was 2003-4 at that point. I got married in 2005 and moved out. And we also made coffin Murphy beds that I had. I had one on my wall. It would just fold. It was a coffin that would
Wow.
fold down. That was a bed.
Wow.
My buddy had built coffins.
You were definitely
and
into
caskets.
CKY, weren't you?
100%.
And him and all that.
day,
Yep.
dude. I grew up on that,
Yep.
man. I
Yep.
bought the first CKY I had was on VHS that I bought at a skate
Yep.
shop.
Yep.
It was the first one. I mean,
Yeah.
it was. I have first run of all. I still have the VHSs probably stored away somewhere, which are probably worth some money at this point.
Yeah.
Because those weren't printed again, and there's stuff on CKY and CKY2K VHS that's not on the DVDs because they got taken off.
I think I had the 2K one. Was there one after that?
Yeah, CKY3 and CKY4.
Okay. I might have had the 2K one. I had one of them on VHS.
4 is the one that Dunn broke his arm because he went in a trash can off a roof.
Yeah.
And he broke his arm doing that.
We just talked about how bad my memory is, so I have no idea which one
They're
that
all up
is.
there.
but-
I can well, no, I forgot. They're on our thing that we had that was on this podcast. There.
So
for a
I
while,
guess
but-
it's weird now to realize that you're 18. Like, the way he grew up skating is so different than the way we grew up skating.
so different.
Dude, I started skating in what, like 97, 98? What year were you born? 04? 03?
That was the year I graduated, baby.
Oh, man. Dude, you have no idea.
Yeah, I didn't start skating
Wow.
until like 2 years ago.
This is
Yeah.
crazy.
I got to
Okay.
skate with him at Belleville.
Okay.
was the
Oh, yeah, you
last
guys
week
went.
or
Yeah.
so, something
Yep.
like that. We
Yeah.
got to skate. It was fun.
Yeah.
I broke out this little box that my buddy Adam, shout out to Adam, I had built
I'm right here.
for
bro.
other Adam Shell, German Adam.
I want a shout out.
Shout out to Adam McElroy.
All right, there we go. Hey, what's up, guys?
But he built this box. It was a manual pad with a rail on the side of it, and he made a locking mechanism so it's two pieces so it can fit in like
Oh,
a small
nice.
area and then lock them together.
Yeah.
But I found out that fat boys can't
Yeah.
can't 50-50 that. I had a wheel go like right through the top layer.
Oh, plus
And I
it's
told him, he's
super
like,
old.
"Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sorry."
Yeah, it's
I'm like,
gotta
"But
be
the
old.
kids in my class, they'll
Right.
be
Perfect,
just fine.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they're tiny. They're
Right.
not gonna have a problem." But I felt like a fat boy once I had that wheel go
No,
through.
because I went in and I hit it, and
It's literally half my
even
size
I
and
did
half my
things.
age.
Right.
yeah, but I'm not gracious either. I'm like,
Stomp into it.
yeah.
That's but that's how, like, if you're
That's
you're
how
getting
you gotta
up onto
commit.
something, you
yeah.
just bam.
Yeah, you got to commit.
I guess.
Yeah. But shout out to Adam, man. That's such a cool thing. I can't wait to have the kids try and skate it.
It's so
see what they can
crazy.
do.
Like I remember building kickers with super thick. It's not plywood. What's the wood that's kind of like plywood,
Particle board.
but particle board?
Yeah.
Super thick particle board.
Was it? Did they have the
and
real
literally
slick,
cinder blocks.
like the real slick layer? Like
Yeah.
one side was like real slick.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. So again, shout out to Adam. He helped me the first time we tried to build a manual pad that connected like that. We used that particle board because for some reason I thought it would just be a better top layer.
Yeah.
Boy, was it slippery. So
yeah.
I slipped out on it trying to do a manual, just slipped out. I'm like, you know what? Why don't I try to ollie onto it and do a power slide across it?
There you go.
I was like, that would be sick.
That sounds actually
That's
very
really
hurtful.
5 times I
Yeah.
slipped out and hit my tailbone on the
Oh.
edge of the manual pad.
Oh.
I was like, that one hurt. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I think I got it, though. I think I got it. Bam. It's like, oh.
Tailbones
Please
have to
no.
be one of it's like tailbones, shins, and ankles
Oh, dude.
are what is gonna get torn up
Dude,
when you
even
skate.
the kick flips I was trying today, I had a few shinners in them.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, man, I remember that pain.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, that's,
Oh.
I'm pretty sure this pain is why I stopped doing flip tricks.
Right.
Well, it's like learning how to heel flip. You get chopstick every time.
Yeah, that one's not as fun.
The-
The thing that I remember,
It's
I don't-
commitment. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's
I don't-
commitment.
I don't think it would probably translate now that I think about it, but I remember the thing that got me consistent heel flips was I tried an ollie north once. Instead of ollieing and then lifting my foot up,
Yeah.
I would
Go
just try to
out.
ollie and shoot out, and I landed a heel flip. And I'm like, that is not
No,
what I was
no.
trying to do,
Right.
but I am all in now.
Right.
No, at Skate Naked, shoot, I was over there. I'm just playing a game skate.
Yeah.
I'm just like, somebody's throwing out heel flips. I'm like, I'll try it. And then something clicked when I threw it out there. I'm like, oh, I can get I learned that in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I got it. I didn't skate for a couple of days. Lost it. Had to relearn it.
That's the worst too.
It's so crazy too because like I can pretty much tell you how to do any trick.
oh yeah.
I definitely can't do
Mhm.
Exactly.
basically any tricks. Like
And it's also a big part of it was I found the same thing with golf that I did with skateboarding is the first time I'm out for the season, if it's like springtime, nice day, I get the board out, I can kick flip first try because I'm not thinking about it. I'm just
Right.
like, oh, I'm gonna
Exactly.
kick flip perfectly.
right.
And it's like as the season goes on, it gets harder and harder to kick flip because now you're like, all right, foot position here.
Now you've taken a
this
couple
here.
falls.
Yeah.
and- yeah.
Yes.
Same with golf. I would have a perfect drive. Like the first time I'm out, I would get like, I would do really well.
Mhm.
And as it went on, I'd start thinking about it too much and just
Right.
start shanking it into the woods. and-
Wow.
I mean, that's how I play. I think about it at all. Like, I don't think about it at all. I literally just smack the ball.
Yeah.
I suck at golf. I am
That's-
the worst golfer.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
If you're out there to have fun and not be serious about it, it's a great game.
Right.
If you're out there being serious and making sure strokes count and stuff, forget about it.
Well, it's like, yeah.
I feel the same way about skateboarding.
Right.
Honestly. I can't get serious about skateboarding. I have to be out there to have fun.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Well, so you said you just started skating what 2 years ago?
Yeah.
2
So
years
what-
ago, okay?
What got you into skating? Like, did you like it previously or?
So, my dad used to have this old, what's that Tony Hawk game? But it had the skateboard.
Dude.
No, but it had the skateboard that had the buttons and stuff on it that you'd press it.
Oh my goodness, that's
Oh,
Tony Hawk's ride.
Yeah, I have no
okay.
idea. That's
Anyways.
late in the game.
That's
No.
late in the game. It's 2
Well-
years ago.
No, but like, no, but no,
It
it
was-
wasn't.
I don't know.
It was probably like
it might not have been. It
2011.
might not have been Tony Hawk's game, but it was a skate.
It was
game.
a Tony Hawk game.
But okay, but I like really liked that. So my birthday coming up, I was like, yeah, I want skateboard theme. I want skateboard.
Right.
That's
And
awesome.
then I got it. We moved around a bunch. Got lost in the move somehow.
Oh,
so
man.
and then I find my old PlayStation 3, and it had I had Shaun White's Skate It,
Whoa.
Yeah,
There we are. Sometimes that doesn't come up in the corner.
I had Shaun White skate it.
Okay. I never
then-
played that, but I heard about it. It's like
It's-
because it
it's
was like as you would grind things and it would tear up to look like coping and
Yeah.
stuff. All right, yeah.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
That got me into it. I started watching videos. Braille was probably the first place I went to,
Was.
and then sure enough,
Is that it?
yep, that's it.
That's the Tony Hawk
I
Yeah.
saw I
side.
saw one at a Goodwill in Columbus. Almost bought it.
You
but it
should've.
didn't have the rest of the set.
Dude,
Look at
that's
this thing.
Man,
It was
that's
on
awesome.
PS3, so it wasn't that long ago.
Wow. Because I remember going
Look
to
at this dude. This
Exactly.
dude's getting
Exactly.
it.
This
That dude's
is
getting it.
BJ's gonna like this one. I remember going to, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Aladdin's Castle in
I
the
love Aladdin.
in the Richland Mall, right?
That
and
was
playing
what was
the
that game?
skate game, and then there's a snowboarding game
Yeah.
too that they kind of alternated.
I love the skate game.
Oh,
It's because you had to stomp it. It's like boom, boom. It
right.
was like this big mechanism you
Right.
had to like push back and forth.
It was like a
hold on.
mechanical bull, but a
It
skateboard.
was.
It was massive.
Yeah, I never played this. It just got terrible reviews.
I'm telling you, I don't remember anything from it other than the board itself and
There it
actually
is.
playing it.
There you
Look,
go.
look up when it came out, because you were saying about 2011. I mean,
I don't know how long ago. It was.
I mean, I graduated high school in 2010. So in what 2011, you were what? 8 years old, 7 years old.
2009 it came out.
2009.
Wow. So you were like 6 years old. That's insane to think about. We're old. This is an us
Yeah,
thing.
no, yeah.
I'm not reflecting this
Not
on
about
you.
you.
We are old, is what we're saying.
Dang,
That's
look at that
crazy.
thing.
No, like that was like top crap there, man.
I already stopped skating at that point.
Well, my dad used to skate too. He used to do skate, rollerblade, bikes, and all that stuff
Yeah.
growing up. He was
Yeah.
always outside, so he found stuff. So this really brought him back, and then he
Right.
introduced it to me.
There we go. I don't know how to spell
Tony
it.
Hawk's game.
Chrono. I'm an idiot.
Wow.
right, here we go.
99, yep, was the first pro skater.
Man, I played that game so much in 2, 3, 2X.
I loved American Wasteland. That was amazing.
The first Underground was awesome.
Yep.
American Wasteland was boss too,
See,
dude.
Yeah.
They need to do what they're doing with the Tony Hawk Pro Skaters is remaster all of these, because I got the remastered version for PlayStation.
Yeah, the 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
I love it.
My kids love it too. Ooh, Project 8 was really good. I think that was a sleeper, man. Project 8 was great.
I never realized how many.
never did
games
that
he
one.
has.
There was
Go out of your way, man. I really feel that this one got a bad rap. I think this one was a great game.
what was the Bam Margera game where they
That
had
was 4.
Skatopia?
That was 4. I think it was 4,
No.
or it was Underground 2. See, there he is, right there.
Oh yeah, okay.
It was Underground 2.
Where it had Skatopia
It had
and
Skatopia
everything.
in it. Skatopia is way different now. Well,
Yeah.
Bruce is in jail, so
Well,
I
interesting.
mean, it's a shocker.
yeah,
But yeah, because then Tony Hawk's Motion, I don't know that.
I don't know what that is.
That's probably
I don't
something
think
like
I
that
played
Connect.
Proving Ground, and I don't think I played.
Yeah,
Shred.
I didn't play any of these last ones.
No, dude, I don't know
It's
some
so-
of these. And
so
5,
many games.
so there's like this whole interesting thing about 5 is the game was never finished, and the disc you get if you went and bought the disc, it had nothing on it.
Yeah.
And when you put it in to do it like had the okay to basically, it said you have to update this game to play it. It downloaded the game because it wasn't done when they released the discs.
Wow.
Wow.
It's something
That's
bonkers
crazy.
like that. Yeah, it was insane.
So that Skate Jam, that is the
This one?
mobile one. I
Oh yeah, I'd never played that.
I tried it. It is extremely hard to do on a phone. It
I
might- maybe
believe
like
it.
maybe an iPad, something. I have awful eyes to begin with. I have really bad trouble like trying to play that game.
I can imagine. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know. The Tony Hawk games are great.
I did like how they started calling them, like the Tony Hawk Underground was
Yeah.
Thug.
Yeah.
I loved when they were like Thug
Tony Hawk
2
Underground had the best
soundtrack.
best soundtrack. Man, I don't know if it had the best soundtrack, but it had
It's
the
up
best
there.
commercial. Hold on.
with all the
it had
Dude, yeah.
because it had United States of Whatever by Tony, I'm sorry, you're gonna be so mad at me.
I don't think he will be.
No, Tony Means because we used to
okay.
talk about it. There was also one like for the first Tony Hawk's Pro Skater where Tony Hawk like goes across a car and stuff. They're like, there's the other guy in the car's like, oh, what was that? And the other guy in the car just goes, front side nose grind.
Nice.
Tony,
That's
buddy Tony
amazing.
means it. I used to say that
Front side
all the
nose
time. When
grind.
anybody ever said, what was that? We're like, front side nose grind.
That's amazing.
Let me see if I can find, dude, that.
I mean, I would safely say I don't think I've ever seen that commercial because back then we weren't allowed inside. Basically,
Yeah.
not really allowed to watch TV.
No, my dad would lock us out of the house for a couple hours.
Yeah.
All the time, baby. Tony
Yep.
Hawk Underground commercial. Let's
As
see.
soon as I started getting into skating,
What
I
is
did
the-
it.
it's the United
Yeah.
States
Yeah.
of whatever commercial, is it?
I
I thought it was the first Underground one.
have no idea.
Maybe is this? Oh, hold on. Yeah, it's got this out. All right, hold on. I just gotta fix something real quick.
Like you do hotcakes the board.
Display. Yeah, because that's the first one. I think you could aggro your board. Maybe. Let's set this.
It's showing up on the recording.
There we go.
Just play it for the people, bro.
I'm getting there, baby.
Then I'm throwing dice in the alley.
And Chad Muska.
Hey, I
Yep.
thought I told you. And I'm like, yeah, what up?
Man, this was the coolest.
It was. Look at those graphics.
Oh my gosh.
Then up comes Zaffle. I'm like, yo, Zaffle, what's up? He's like, "Good." I'm like,
That's cool.
'Cause this is not the United States of whatever.
Oh yeah, over the helicopters.
Yes, that was like
Man.
that was the last thing you had to do. T for teen.
Isn't it so weird how like at the time we were like these graphics are amazing,
Yeah.
and it's like something I've
Tony Hawk's face is just like a block.
right. It's something I've always thought of. Every time something new comes out, we're like, these are amazing.
Yeah.
How can they get any better?
Yeah.
And then it's like 3 years later, it's like obviously it can get better.
Yes.
But now we're getting to an actual point where it's
Where it's-
4K and 8K. It's like,
Yeah.
how much better are we gonna actually
I
get?
don't know.
Virtual,
so we gotta-
really?
Because now we're all very
Right.
skeptical. It's like, I want to say that this is the best it'll ever be.
Yeah, but through our whole lives, it's only gotten better. It's like, what's next?
It's like the football games even back then. I remember being in a Sam's
Blitz
Club.
the League was
It-
the best football game of all
Blitz the
time.
League was amazing. I
Yes.
think the original Blitz was even better. It was just so.
Oh, the
bonkers.
league had the broken arms and
Yeah.
everything.
You could choose to juice them up and send
Yep.
them back out.
Yep.
But I remember like being in a Sam's Club with my mom, and she was looking at us like, "What team's playing?" I'm like, "That's a video game." She's like, "What?" Because I
Right.
remember it's like kind of foggy.
Dude,
and all, it's
oh
like,
my
you
God, if we
couldn't
look-
tell.
Well, yeah, because I mean, standard def, you don't know nothing about that.
Standard def.
I literally,
TV.
my parents literally had a standard def TV up until like 2 years ago,
Oh, nice.
and it's like a big one, like this big.
Stubborn.
Yeah, and I literally,
Like a tube TV, like big heavy
yes,
boy.
yeah, it's still in their living room because it's so heavy that nobody wants to move it.
That's what my grandparents did.
Dude, it sucks. And I literally upgraded my TV so I could give them my old
Yeah.
TV so that I could watch sports at their house and not cry. And so
Can't see any. Let's see.
so now they have like a 49-inch TV in front of their huge tube TV. And yeah, it looks ridiculous.
That's
But they can
That's
actually see
awesome.
stuff now and read.
Oh yeah, you know what? I did have a back to the basics. Let's actually. You want to do one of those?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
It's time to go back to the basics.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Chris Jocelyn.
Yeah. You remembered. Huzzah! Wait. Where was he skating?
360 flip.
Okay, down.
El Toro.
Was it El Toro?
It was El Toro.
I thought it was the other
El
big
Toro.
gap that he did.
No, that one that he does at the waterfall when he did that switch tray.
Yeah,
Ugh,
ridiculous.
beefy.
Okay, I got 2 out of 3.
All right.
I'm improving.
You're doing well. We're how many episodes in? 6, 7?
8. Don't
So,
judge me.
Back to the basics this time. I just wanted to kind of bring up. I think back when I was first skating and everything, I always thought that when my barracks were wearing out, I would spray them with some WD-40 or something.
Yep.
But people don't realize that WD-40 is actually it may be a lubricant, but it like advertised as one, but is an alcohol-based one where it will actually dissolve any of the good oils that you have in your
No
bearings.
bueno.
Don't ever do that. So for bearings, I don't have the little container that this goes in, but you really should spend the $5 to get. I think Bones makes it, and what it does is it has this guy here that you can attach. You can attach all your bearings separately to. and then you put this down in that little container, and if you use a an orange-based cleaner, I have one specifically that some door-to-door salesman sold me that I've had for like more than 10 years at this
Nice.
point. It's amazing.
You
I
saved
love
that
it.
man's life.
Yeah, man, he was great. It seemed very cultish.
I
but
used to do
good
door-to-door
cleaner.
sales. It was
Oof.
not. Yeah, think of me in
Oof.
door-to-door sales.
Yeah,
It
you
did
were
not
so
work.
happy to be there.
I had a script and everything, dude. Yeah, and I had to come into people's houses and vacuum their carpet and put a stain in
Did
their
you s-
carpet
did you sell
and then
Kirby's?
hope that that's not Kirby's, but
I got a
something-
Kirby.
Something a little different. My parents also got a Kirby.
Kirby's are
It's about
dude.
45
Kirby.
pound vacuum.
Oh, they're
He
huge.
also doesn't know anything about that.
Dude,
I
Kirby
remember
vacuums.
My
Your great grandmother doesn't have a Kirby.
my sister's ex now was trying to sell Kirby's.
Oof.
And like, dude, I mean, this was back when we lived in Lexington. So this is, I mean, late 90s. And dude came in
That's when people were buying
and
Kirby's,
literally
though.
was like, yeah, like literally came in, flipped over a mattress and did the whole like
Oh my!
spiel. Yeah, and they bought it though.
Wow.
Yeah, and we had it, dude. We had it
Shout
all
out to
throughout
him.
high school because I had to carry it upstairs. Anytime my mom wanted to vacuum, I had to go get it. That's how heavy it was.
Yeah.
And it was all metal, and I'm like,
It's-
literally had to
It's
two-hand
a
it
hefty
sometimes.
boy, and it's like
Shout out Kirby.
yeah, dude. Shout out to Kirby. How beefy Kirby's are. There's a sander attachment for them. You can sand wood with them.
Oh
It's
my
bonkers.
God.
Anyway, so orange cleaner. You put this down in with all your bearings. Shake it up. Let it sit for a while. Shake it up again, and you keep doing that for a while until it dissolves. So the orange cleaner will dissolve all the oils in it. And then once you take them, before you do that, you want to take the shields off. Let's see if I can get the better view. So these front shields that cover the bearing, you want to take those off, and so that it
Multicam.
exposes the actual bearings on the inside. You can take them all the way down and take the ball bearings out and put them back together. I don't suggest that it's difficult to do, but if you take the shields off, you can better dissolve that oil that's in there. Once you clean them and get them out, you have to rinse them real well, and then I use a hair dryer and I dry them out because they need to be completely dry before you put any sort of lubricant in there. And the number one thing you're gonna see everywhere, skate shops and stuff, they have lubricant for skate bearings and stuff. It is not worth it. You need to go buy some all-purpose machine oil. This is sewing machine oil. It is $3.97.
It's not $12.99.
Exactly. It is designed for high-speed bearing usage. It is the best. There was a couple guys at Sandusky Skate Park. I was skating with them, and I just could hear their bearings. And I'm like, "There's something different, boy.
Yeah.
What's with your bearings? Tell me." He's like, "These are the cheapest bearings you can buy. I paid $12.99 for this set of bearings." I'm like, "No." He's like, "Yeah, I'll roll for days." He's like, the main thing is I take care of them. I clean them, and I use I use sewing machine oil, and he sold me. So I
Wow.
went and did it. I do it maybe twice a year
Right.
to my bearings, and because you don't realize how dirty your bearings are getting,
Yeah.
it makes a world of difference. They ride smooth.
Be careful though when you get back on because you'll launch.
Yeah,
I
dude.
should've
You'll
brought-
go a lot faster.
I should have brought my board in.
Dude,
I
I'll
would have had
clean.
to cut him up for it.
Yeah, dude, I'll hook you up. We'll clean your bearings and stuff. No, it is the way to go. That is
Yeah.
definitely straight from other skaters, man. They said sewing machine. Just go into Joe and Fabrics and be like, I'm looking for sewing machine oil. They'll take you
Right.
right to it. It's like $3-4 a bottle.
The
And
first
I've had this for 6 years, probably.
the
and it's
first thing
still,
you have
like,
to do is
Full-
get over the embarrassment of going into Joanne Fabrics
I go
and
all the
asking somebody
Asking for help.
Find
Yeah.
someone that looks like a grandma and be like, I'm looking for sewing machine oil, please.
because I'm a great grandson.
That's right.
Don't tell her you're a degenerate skater.
I don't know.
it's
I
it's
feel,
definitely changed over
yeah,
time.
I'm gonna say that stigma is slowly going away
Yeah.
because I was just
because Ali Boulala is not in the
oh,
in the limelight anymore.
there's so many highlight reels of him just being a jerk.
Yeah, I know,
100%.
I know. And I used to love Flip.
Yeah.
Anytime we would, play Tony Hawk or whatever, where you could pick your company, I would do
always
Flip. Flip or
Always.
Baker was usually what I would do.
Baker's a good. but
Sometimes
still
Toy
have to-
Machine, but a lot of times Toy Machine wasn't an option.
Yeah, because
Um,
Toy Machine was gone in like '99 for a while. Came
Right.
back.
Right. But yeah, it sucked to be like, I love Flip, and then there's that guy.
Yeah.
I'm like,
And he was prominent. He and
He-
he and Arto probably had the two.
and Jeff Rowley.
Oh, and Rowley
yeah,
was on there too.
Yeah.
But he was like, I more associated him with Vans than anything.
Who?
Raleigh, because I had
Oh.
the Raleigh Vans.
Yeah.
So I mean, I didn't even think about his board sponsor. I was
Yeah.
more into the shoes. But so I was at church this morning, and a buddy of mine came up and said he and his daughter, his daughter's, I want to say she's 5 or 6, but she's getting into skateboarding, and he kind of longboards around and stuff. And he's trying to kind of just get into it with her and
Right.
stuff. So I talked to him a lot about it. He said he went over to Newark. And he's like, man, have you been there? It's a great park. I'm like, yeah, it's really good.
Right.
He's like, I would also, like, if you like that one, I'd go to Dublin. Same vibes, same
Right.
everything. But he had said, he's like, there were some guys there doing some insane stuff, but super encouraging to him, super encouraging to his
Right.
daughter, and just
It's so
happy to be
different.
around. It's so different.
Yeah.
I mean, I've talked about it multiple times where elbows.
I mean,
have
yeah,
blown,
you had
fights
to-
have broken out.
Dude, when you skated before, anytime you skated at like an actual skate park or somewhere where it's busy, like you almost had to like fight. You
Mhm.
had to like be ready to fight to be able to hit the
If
hit the
there's-
half
if,
pipe.
if there's a quarter pipe that's clearly.
one of the best obstacles or
Yeah.
whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh man, you have to pick your line carefully, because if you snaked one person, then everybody's
Yeah.
out to get you.
Yeah.
If you did the same trick somebody else was trying, there's a fight.
Yeah.
There's just so many rules that
Yeah.
you did not know.
Yeah. I think a lot of that's like established now. A lot of that kind of falls into the unwritten rules type thing that
Oh,
like
yeah.
a lot of people just kind of understand now.
Yeah,
Just
it's
the etiquette part.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not the same world, and which for in a good way.
Right.
I'm
right.
very happy to be able to take my kids who know nothing about skateboarding, and I'm
Right.
trying to teach them some stuff. They're safe.
Right.
They're safe. They're not.
Right.
I don't have to worry about someone launching into them just because
Right.
they're like, I can't believe this kid's here.
Well, we talked about some of our old school skaters that you probably don't even know. Who were like some of your favorite skaters, or like style influences or anything like that?
Oh, TJ Rogers by far my favorite
Okay.
right now.
Okay, so
I-
Yeah.
dude,
I like him.
good pick.
Yeah.
I'm real upset. He posted something about leaving blind, and then he immediately took it off. New board dropped. I don't know. what's
Oh,
going
really?
on.
I wonder
I'm
what's
guessing-
behind that.
I'm
Yeah.
guessing what it was is the company was like, "Hey, your board's coming out. You got to sell these and then leave later and get." I don't know. Either way, TJ Rogers, probably my top guy.
Okay. All right.
Vincent-
TJ Rogers is awesome.
Vincent Milou.
Vincent Milou.
Vincent's
He-
a monster.
Well, he's a monster, but at the same, he's
So you saw his part dropped, right?
No,
just-
I didn't.
He just had a
independent.
part drive. Yeah,
independent.
yeah.
Okay.
He always looks like he's having fun. That is
Yeah.
the best side. He doesn't take it as serious as everybody else.
He
Well,
does. There, yeah,
but,
he
like, it
had
just looks
he had like a
it's-
couple. Like he finally like the end of his
Yeah.
his part in this new one that dropped. He was, gosh, I want to say he was tray flipping up this huge
Mhm.
double set
Wow.
and landed it finally. And as soon as he landed, he snapped his board.
Uh,
You could tell he'd been trying it
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
a while.
He's-
Well, he has understood. I
yeah.
do the same.
He's definitely
Yeah.
come into his own in the last 2 or 3 years.
absolutely. He's
You know, I mean, even 3 years ago, you're like, okay, this guy's
Yeah.
definitely talented, but
Mhm.
he wasn't really getting into like the finals too much of
Yeah.
SLS and all that. But
now he's a top
now,
contender.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
now he's pretty much a lock most of the time.
Well, that's why I really like even SOS. If you watch like his most recent one, and you just watch him. You just always a
Right.
smile on his face. He's
Right.
joking around with everybody around him.
Right.
Just always looks like he's having a good time. That's
Yeah.
definitely.
So
Definitely
Vincent, anybody else?
Shoot. I
Anybody you
like
hate
Elias.
like Alex Midler?
Honestly, I don't hate him.
Anybody you're
I know.
unfairly
Yeah,
hating
it's
on.
unfair. I know.
He's actually like in my
There it is.
most
I got it right there.
favorite
Hold on.
part so far is Godspeed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just something about it, the soundtrack, everything.
So what full So what full videos have you seen? Like chocolates or have you seen Pretty Sweet or Yeah Right?
I've seen
Or
them. I've seen quite
Second
a
to
few,
None.
but I haven't seen them like multiple times. I've watched most of the Bakers, like the Baker
Okay.
3.
Baker 3.
and,
That's a big one.
I usually now I'm getting more into like as soon as one drops. So Godspeed, TGIF,
Okay.
the new S part, TJ Rogers part, obviously, and then shoot, what was the one I just watched? Oh,
Tori Pudwell just had
yes,
his
I
part.
did the.
That
Bigger
one was
Bang.
amazing. His in Pretty Sweet is probably one of my favorites
Yeah.
because it's got Rolling Stone soundtrack to it. I don't know how they got the rights to that, but
Yeah.
it's so good.
The Primitives Define, and what's the one right before it, or one right after it? Because they dropped
yeah.
2, but they both have like the same intro, and I always mix them up.
You got me there. I'm
Yeah,
not sure. I'd have to
I
look
don't know.
those up.
Either way, I've watched those a couple of times. I just lay down before I go to bed, and I just sit there and watch skating. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's just what I do. It's like as soon as I'm done, I'm like the only thing I think about is going to skate the next day.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
About it.
That's the way to do that.
Yeah.
That's the love right there. That's the love. All right, so I wanted to see the Vincent Milou thing at the end. It's just bonkers. That was technically his ender, and it was amazing. But
So he's kick flipping up.
yeah, it was a kickflip up. I forget what it was, but but you could tell he got angry. But that's the end of the video. But he is
Okay.
he's a goofball. Look at him.
Yeah, I
Goofball.
like Vincent a lot.
He is super talented too. It's
Yeah.
just.
He's one that
Yeah, there's throughout in the middle of the video he did land that it was good, but just that too.
wow.
There's one of these where the old lady came out and
Yeah.
yelled at him.
Yeah, I'll
Look at him, he's
definitely
a
have
honk.
to watch.
Who's yelling at him?
Right. I'll definitely have to watch this whole part.
That's a good part.
Good one.
I like Vincent a lot. I like Jamie Foy's slowly becoming one of my favorite skaters.
Ooh. Fun to watch.
Yeah.
One of the best contest watch.
One of the best attitudes,
Mhm.
I think,
Yeah.
too, in
Yeah.
general in skating.
I think he talks really well too, because I've seen like a lot of interviews and stuff
Yeah.
with him.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch the Day in a Life with him? That's good.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's good
Yeah.
too. His little like quarter pipe and stuff that he has in his backyard.
Right.
I want that.
Yeah. And it
That
goes
the
like
quarter pipe
around.
goes around the
that-
corner. He's
yeah.
got a ledge there and
Yeah.
like this a little bowl corner. I'm like,
Yep.
I want that
Right.
more than anything.
And it's not even, honestly, it's probably about this big of an area.
Oh, yeah,
You
it's
know, it's
tiny.
not
It's
even
just-
that big.
Because he doesn't. I mean, he's like in town, so he doesn't have like
Right.
room. It's like right outside his window and in between the fence and his house.
Right.
It's maybe 4 feet,
Right. Right.
but it's
right.
so cool. I like his setup. It's nice. But
So what style skating do you like? Are you like a street skater, park, vert, all of the above?
I'm getting like I start in park most of the time. I guess a street park type.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I would like to get more in the street, but the biggest problem is like I'll find spots that I can hit and then I'll put it like a pin on it in my maps,
Right.
but then I never go back to it.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
classic.
That's like my biggest problem because there's this. I'm a spot drop, but you know the Woodlands area.
Mhm.
There's like this little preschool there, but it has a
Yeah,
three,
it's back in the.
3 flat 3, and then it has like this like as soon as you roll away, but there's like these 2 ledges. I want to get a combo there, but I can't bring myself to go back there. I don't know what it is,
Hmm.
but
It's
I
hard
gotta
to. I
get
mean,
back to it.
I know for me, it's hard to dedicate a day to skateboarding.
Yeah.
Even a lot of times, I'm able to like I can skate Shelby quite a bit now because we have a ministry center we're building there,
Yeah.
and there's been several times where it's like I have a meeting about it there,
Mhm.
and I'm like, I'm gonna go a little early. And hit the
Right,
skate park
right,
a
right.
little bit." And I
Right.
just go and hit the skate park a little bit, but it's like I don't know. I being older, being almost 40. Hitting the street spots aren't as
Not priority.
yeah, it's not
yeah.
as appealing to me. I want to be at a park where I can pump
Options,
transitions
yeah.
and
Yeah.
and you know it's lower impact.
Mhm.
You know,
Right.
hitting like I used to love to try and hit stair sets and stuff. There's an 8 behind the church right there in downtown Belleville that or is it 7? It's a 7 or an 8.
Yeah.
But I remember that was like the first one. There's not much of a roll up to it.
That brick building.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
if
in that
I
alley back
decided,
there?
I look at it every single day. I'm not there yet, but I've thought about it.
Yeah.
Like, I've got an ollie down it, but I kind of like slid out.
Mm.
I don't. I counted it as a make because
Yeah.
I'm like I ain't doing
You
that
count
again.
Never
a
go
lot of things as a make, bro.
I sure do.
No.
but
But isn't it weird? You mentioned how like you see it and you like will either make a mental note like I need to come back or you're like, I see that, I'm not quite ready for it yet.
Mhm.
But like, I experienced it first with dirt bikes, but it transitioned into skateboarding too. Like dirt bikes, we would be driving, and I'm like 8, like 7 or 8 when I started riding dirt bikes, and you would just see a ditch or like something like with a drain, and
Yeah.
you'd see like that, and I'd be like, dude, I could get so much air off that.
Yeah.
But it transitioned into skateboarding too,
Yeah.
where it's just like you look at the world so different.
So different.
And both of those I still think of. Like literally yesterday, I was driving home, I looked over, and there's just a hill of grass that goes like this. And then like it actually kind of had almost like a built-in kind of coping, like a lip.
Nice.
And then it went like rolled over and then flat. And I was like, man, third gear, that would be so awesome. But I'm still, I mean, thinking about that stuff, like just
Doesn't go
looking
away.
looking at everything.
No, that was like I was on vacation. We're going around like one of the Disney shopping centers or whatever.
Sure.
And the whole thing I think about is like, oh, there's a spot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's a spot.
Shopping plazas are very good
Oh,
for
yeah.
spots.
Exactly. And
When you're like in Disney World and you're like, look at this ledge, nobody's hit this yet. You're like,
Cedar
like,
Point,
you're in
and I'm like, man,
We
they're
should-
everywhere.
Speaking of that, though, we should check out. I don't know if there's going to be anything, but I want to kind of scope it out. The shopping center in Mansfield, like where Taco Bell is, and Long John Silver's and Kroger's and stuff.
Oh.
Oh, that's right where the church is. Yeah.
Yeah, the one across the street though,
Sure.
where like Subway is. All that's probably getting demolished
Yeah, it's getting.
Yeah.
in the next like 90 days. So I want to go check to see if there's any ledges around the buildings or something to
Sure.
skate
I
real
was
quick
just
before they
there
do.
I was just there Friday. I didn't go behind the buildings, but up front they got a couple of benches. But really, that's about it. The ground there is. God,
Yeah, I know it's
so-
beat up.
yeah.
Yeah,
Some big soft wheels and try to go through that, but
Right behind the church, right there on Park Ave, across from where you're talking about, right behind our Park Avenue campus. We have got this awesome little. It's like it's paved, but it's like curvy, kind of a curve up, and it's a cool little 2-stair. That's
Nice.
and I think we're gonna get that parking lot redone next year. So
Okay.
up to that, it'll be like super smooth, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, it's perfect. Like I can't wait because the alley on the side of the church is supposed to be getting done. It's supposed to be done by now. I don't know what's taking so long. We're waiting on the company to do it, but it'll have a perfect run up to a bump to bar where you got the bump that comes up kind of like a handicap ramp, and then there's the
right.
2-bar, kind of
Mhm.
hand railing there. I mean, first person to
Dude.
kickflip that, I'm gonna give $50.
Dude.
Get over here and get it.
Okay, there
It's
you go.
so
start
nice.
training.
Dude, those things, those like the handicap ramps or whatever that just have that little edge on them,
Mhm.
or like even the sidewalk part where
Yeah.
it's like caved in so that for like wheelchairs and stuff. I used to be like the king of those things.
Yeah.
Like best thing I ever did was just a backside 360 off of the curb. Like you just roll, yeah, because you could get so much pop off of it.
Mm.
Like you could basically like acid drop like a 180 off of it. It's so easy, and you just pop. And I got like, I mean, I probably got like a 290 and then like a little revert, but it counts.
It works.
Yeah, but like it would be so cool. Like it's at every place you go to,
Mm.
and anytime my mom would like have a doctor's appointment or something, I just go find one of those and just start trying kick flips or, backside flips or whatever.
Yeah.
Those things were the coolest thing ever. I love it. I love it.
those. I'm a big fan of that as well. Hey, we got a couple things we need to check out over here on the
All right.
Instagram.
Uh-oh.
I got some things for Adam. I got
Yeah,
some
now-
things for stuff.
Did you say you're setting me up for failure later? I think with the one video that you're submitting.
what's up?
Didn't you say you had a video?
Yeah, I got a.
He's got one. I've got two. We're gonna have a good time.
I thought it was pretty gnarly.
Let's hang out over here on the backside.
Backside, do backside.
It's the backside.
So if we're gonna go for those,
Oh man, I don't like that screenshot already.
oof,
I will say I do think we need a drop for this segment.
okay.
We've
I'll
never
try to
really
think of
thought
one.
about that, or we've talked about it, but
All right.
I don't know if we want to call it Hall of Meat because that might be like
Yeah, we're gonna-
copyright.
copyright.
Right, yeah.
Copyright,
I'm pretty
copywritten.
sure it's this one. I saved two of them.
I don't think I've seen any of these
Okay, I saved a bunch recently.
recently.
Recently. This
I don't like
we're gonna
that.
go with this first. Oh, it's really tiny though.
It starts
man.
off rough.
And look at it.
As soon as you take it
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Side of his head.
Yeah, dude,
Wow.
like that
that's
arm,
like-
that arm going down
That's
meant
his whole
nothing.
neck. That's his whole neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
In the comments, head grind was sick.
Nice.
Power slide.
Oh,
dude.
shout out Jason Ellis liking the post
Ooh.
as well.
So what do you give this one? 1 out of 10.
I mean, that's
1 to 10.
I just
Gross.
Yeah.
That arm went behind him like
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
if this was like more downhill and he slid even further, it would be up there.
Okay.
But I'm saying a
Hey, look at that.
6'5",
Okay,
6'5".
a 6'5". All right, all right.
good.
So we got
Could-
that one.
Because you gotta realize there's a lot of gap in between that and a 10.
Yeah.
A
That's-
10 is
Okay.
You
I'll
know what I
give
mean?
that.
you
This,
can't be throwing 8s at that because then
I'm
there's
trying to
not.
remember if this is. I don't think this is like a speed wobbly one, but I remember. I think I
It
saw
looks
this one.
like it's about to be.
I think I saw this one. I'm like,
Or a
I at least
drop-in
gotta
fail.
show everybody this. This is bonkers.
Oh,
Oh.
What?
wait, I
Why
need to
was
see
it-
that again.
Why
Hold
was
on.
this board up there? How did it get stuck?
Oh, it got
Oh.
And it
cracked and
launched.
launched up. Oh my
Wow.
God.
Dude, he's cold. Well, rip,
Oh,
rip bozo.
wow. I think that means
The
R.I.P.
skateboard landed. Yeah, rip. Rest in
Rip.
peace, baby.
Rip.
Oh,
Gymnastic
dude.
style.
dude.
Wow. That one
Dude.
just sucks because you know
That-
that's all rib. He front flipped onto his rib is what just happened.
So
That would be
He
so
has no
wild.
wind left.
I would accidentally do that.
so wild. Thought I had I can't tell from this screenshot if this was the other one that. Yes, it is.
Oh,
Forget it.
man.
This
Oh.
guy. Here's the wobble.
Oh,
And he
ooh.
stretched it. He's like, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. Dude, the walk off. What do you give the walk off?
Walk off's a 10.
Dude, I just played it off. Nothing happened.
Man.
I did not just fall a bunch of girls.
I mean,
He
that's.
was trying to get up before he was done sliding.
Wow.
Yeah, pop up slide.
I'd say that's equivalent. Maybe that's a 7.
Oof.
That might be a little more, but I mean, there's a lot of difference
Dude, that
between
was-
this and,
And he held on for one wobble. It wasn't even the wobbles.
right.
It was like,
That was
well,
a wobble.
He
and
bailed.
was
It looks-
done.
It also kind of looks like a short, like a longboard too.
Yeah.
Like that's not
Oh
a.
man,
penny
just
board.
stretched it
Wait,
out.
did he clip the
That's what I'm trying to
cement?
figure out.
Oh, good call.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a rock or something.
I don't know, man. Was it
Because
just
the
over
board
it?
just stopped.
wheel bite. It looks like.
maybe.
Nah.
Well, if
he
it's
wasn't
one of those penny boards, the wheels stick out. I mean, I've personally have stepped on the wheel.
Oh yeah,
So-
maybe his foot was slipping off.
That is possible.
This page
Dude.
is called America's Got No Talent.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Wicked slams.
All right.
That was a
That's
good
a
one.
good
So that was
one.
like a 7. All right. Well, let's get over to.
I don't like whatever's on a building. Is that Nigel
Oh, that's
grinding?
Nigel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw
That's
that.
nice. I'll show you that. We got one more fail to look.
Oh,
at.
I don't.
There we
Ooh,
go.
I'm not.
We got to see this bad boy right here.
Oh, this is brutal. No.
Ooh,
Oh.
he's sliding so much.
Into the-
In the-
Oh,
Dude, he looks like he's
Wow.
okay though,
Looking
but
like he's
so he's
good.
got the glove down, but it just started wobbling before he could even do anything.
it could have been a lot worse, but that's probably the hardest we've seen yet.
Oh, so
Oh,
much
dude.
scraping in
No,
his
and it-
dude in a
and-
tank top.
And then he got clotheslined by
Sorry, brain.
poison ivy or whatever.
Exactly.
Man,
it
he
doesn't-
slid
like he
far.
didn't go down hard. He didn't hit
Yeah.
hard. He slid really far though.
But he's cooking.
Yeah.
He was
It does look
The,
like
the piece that comes off. Do you see that little white piece that comes off? I think that's a piece of his glove.
Yep.
Yeah, that piece.
Yep.
That has to be a piece
in
of
all
the glove.
fairness,
or one of
which
his fingers.
This,
Who knows?
This is still probably the worst one. But the good thing is, it looks like the back of his shirt stayed down.
yeah. So it
while he
didn't
was
come up.
sliding.
That's 100%.
He didn't get that lower back scrape.
Yeah, it looks like he's still on shirt. Now it's still not feeling great, but it's way better than no
Need more
shirt.
aftermath pictures of this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's probably the hardest so far. I'd give that like a 7.5 probably.
7.5. So we've gotten up to a 7.5.
Because you got to realize, I mean,
it,
if you're thinking about
Gotta
like
be a worse than nothing.
slams,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
bloody, broken stuff, I mean, you got to leave some room for that.
Right.
yeah.
But-
what's this other one you gave us here?
God, that was forever ago. August 20th.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's good.
BJ doesn't.
Oh
know
yeah,
what
I watched this
Instagram is.
video. Yeah, I don't check anything. I'm so
It
sorry.
was just all slick.
Nice.
This was a good video part. They did a backside,
This was gnarly.
backside 180, and then just bombing switch.
Right. Wobble. Oh man, so many
Holding
wobbles.
that wobble. This guy.
I don't understand how they stop though.
Oh, they stop.
Yeah, like you just have to go
He
until
just goes until he slows down. Yeah. Look, and they don't have anybody
that
watching this cross.
Yeah, I mean, every time I've seen this, that guy's jumping like, please make it. Okay, we're good. And he's his friend throws up the congratulations that you made it through all the
These guys,
intersections that you
they're-
were blindly running through.
they're the ones who like tray flip into this hill and then give 2 big pushes just like that,
Why would-
going downhill.
Yeah.
I've been to San Francisco, and
Look at
even
that.
I've always wanted to go.
Even thinking about doing that,
Yeah, no way.
oh my gosh, dude.
Well,
Forget about it.
So-
yeah, exactly.
I don't know. So we've obviously talked about my speed wobbles and my PTSD, right?
Mhm.
Did I tell you where it was the first time I speed
Is
wobbled?
it at someone's driveway or something?
Well, we were leaving their house. We were going down the road. You know, like Lexington Elementary. I forget which one it is. Over on 97, like going towards the
Oh, that's
reservoir.
central. Oh, going towards the reservoir.
Yeah.
That's western.
Western. So on Western, Oxford, the road.
Yep.
Very top of the hill.
Oof.
That's what we tried to bomb.
Shoot.
Yeah, it was not fun.
Oof.
It was not fun, and I was wearing shorts.
That's your fault.
Yeah,
But yeah, this is
I was like
Naja.
11.
This is Naja.
Yeah, this
the-
is just
The
nuts.
stakes are way too high. This is
Too high.
Yeah.
And he's on a table to start with.
You see it just like move
Uh,
too when he does it.
Ugh.
Yeah, I can't.
That's
I'd be terrified.
cringe
to even
factor
step
The
on
only-
the
baby.
balcony.
The only kind of
Whoever's filming this, get a better camera, man. We got to see that better.
yeah,
I
The
wanna see
only-
the POV of that guy.
right.
Yeah.
He's clearly filming. The
Well, I
only
think
solace
he
is he's doing an overcrook. So
His board would go down, but he'd probably still stay on
yeah,
that
he's
side.
still gonna be inside the glass,
Yeah.
but it's not gonna be a fun time.
Yeah,
if
and
that
it's not,
breaks.
and it's not guaranteed.
Right,
Are you
right.
kidding me?
Song below.
Oh,
This guy?
That-
This one? This
no,
one's-
the one in the middle is
Oh.
the video I was trying to find. The double flip to
Oh, yeah.
blunt to double flip.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did see this.
I saved that too. Like we all knew what we were looking at as soon as we saw
I thought
this.
I looked on the barracks. I couldn't
Diggity,
find
diggity.
it. Double flip, blunt, double flip. That's crazy.
Unreal.
It's the
What is
catch.
she like-
Look at the catch
Right.
was in perfect position to get that double flip out.
It's like
Look at that catch. Perfect.
Man.
it's like 10.
Now, I don't know. I don't know if I want to say this because it's going to sound bad, and I don't mean it in a bad way. I don't know if I've ever seen. This is a female, right? I believe.
I couldn't tell you.
Can you hit the at?
Is it this one?
Yep.
Jinwoo.
I believe it is. Okay.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure. I believe that's the best trick I've ever seen a female
Yeah.
skater do. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I agree.
And I mean that as a compliment, like no disrespect to anybody, but that's just a crazy trick.
So good.
I don't know if I've ever seen a dude do that. I'm sure there's a couple
Day
we could
One did.
name. Yeah,
Gotta
we could
pull
name
up that cheese and crackers video. I bet Day One did it.
probably. But
Yeah.
I'm not saying it hasn't been done, but that's just crazy.
double flip, double flip. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
And trying to remember what. Oh, this was a good one. I think this one's got a kind of a bail on it, but this is just like one of those like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not. Wow. Ooh.
Right to the butt.
That's what I was saying earlier. Tailbones.
Oh,
That was
I love the group. Of kids
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm
watch.
talking about. That's how you
Dude.
get kids hyped to skating, though.
Yeah, they're like, what is this person doing?
Achilles
This one.
ball.
Oh,
That would just feel so scary.
Oh my gosh.
He's sticking so hard when he lands.
Well, it's because of the angle.
Yeah, he's
You have
coming,
to-
like straight down.
We were talking about this before we started recording. Certain things you have to go fast
Right.
enough,
yeah,
and it's counterintuitive because you're so scared. But to make it work, you have to go a certain speed.
I think the only one I had was this one because it has a Benihana down his flight of stairs.
I did that. Yeah. I saw
Swag.
that.
Oh
Benihana's.
wow.
And then he
This is great.
Dang.
Yeah, somebody gives him a board.
board. Just throw it in. He's like, oh, dope.
Yeah.
It's like that's when the hype is so big.
Right.
You're like, everybody wants to see this landed. That's like when Tony Hawk landed the 900. What
Right.
Ellis always says, he's like, we landed it. We
That's
did it.
massive. Oh,
Woo!
nice.
Dude, Benihanas are so cool.
See, I still love all that. Like, I've always, I've always liked street skating, and we've talked about park and vert and all that.
Sure.
One of my favorite tricks to be implemented into street is a finger flip.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I've just always loved finger flips,
they're cool.
and I love seeing it in a street setting
Yeah,
because you see it in park pretty regularly. But
yeah.
yeah,
And the ones where it slowly turns, where they're coming up, and as they're doing the 180, they turn it and come back in
Right,
with it, or into
right.
a sweeper.
right.
Also cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Skateboarding's awesome.
I love like Japan airs, and
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen. Okay, I need Danny Way. All right, guys, in the comments, tag Danny Way. Send this to him. Hit him up
Let
on
him
the
know.
DMs. On the Mega, I just need to see over the gap. He can probably do it first, second, third try. It's not the craziest trick. I mean, it is, but it's not. I need to see a 360 Christ air over the big gap.
That's a Soy's trick, man. Maybe he can get.
I just
I
need
don't think he's
somebody.
doing big air.
I haven't seen anybody do it in
Jimmy
forever.
Wilkins. Jimmy could do it, right?
I mean, a lot of people could do it.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, I couldn't do it.
Elliot Sloan.
Elliot
someone's-
could definitely do it.
Yeah,
Elliot's Park is insane.
it's so cool. I'd love to just. I want to try it so
Right.
bad. It's so scary though.
I like
Because you have to, if you're riding Mega, you have to get a Mega board.
right.
You can't
Oh, for
just
sure.
take your
Yeah.
street board down. Up
Yeah, no way.
What was it? Bob Burnquist was Braille went to their his ramp or whatever. He's talking about how
Yeah.
it's like double bushings and
Yep.
his wheels are
Yep.
so big, like
Yeah.
14.
You have to get like a certain thickness of
Yeah.
board so you don't
Right.
snap it.
He's the reason, like, contest skating changed
Mhm.
because he was the first one to do a switch run.
Yeah, it was
And,
such a big deal.
yeah, it was. So
I mean, this
huge.
was
any switch tricks in a run.
this
and
was
he did,
before
like-
P Rod had any type of like
Yeah,
notoriety at the time because everything was pretty much just vert, or the what people were focused on. But yeah, doing everything switch. I mean,
it's bonkers.
now it's kind of expected.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you have to know some switch, and I'm still very adamant. I will never learn switch.
I got the smallest switch ollie you've ever seen in your life.
I
I've
don't-
never been
have it
able to
enough
do
to-
it.
I don't want to. It's to me, it's not fun.
Yeah.
It is stressful.
It is very stressful.
I don't like it.
But see, yeah, same thing. I've never been able to nollie either.
Well,
It's
that-
basically a switch ollie,
That's-
but
That's how I
Yeah.
learned to do it. I was practicing nollies because for one of my favorite tricks ever is a nollie flip crook.
yeah.
Like that's my
Okay.
favorite like combo.
Jamie Foy special.
Yeah. So like I'm learning crooks, but I'm now learning nollies too. So it's like one
Well,
of
fun
these
fact:
things I'll practice.
find a down rail,
Mhm.
like a flat rail, but it's got an angle.
Yeah.
You learn crooks faster on down
Really?
rails. Yeah. The one that where I learned it was the one at
Because the speed
Sandusky.
probably is what I would say. It
Mhm.
carries you through the grind.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would
That's
make
how
sense.
I learned them.
I'll have to
Was
try that. How Dreams has that little bump to bars that they got.
yeah, and if it's got any angle down, you do it going down. It
Mhm.
because once you get to the bottom, it kind of shoots your feet forward so that
Right.
you come down on it, and then you kind of learn your foot placing that
Yeah.
way.
I'll have to try that.
That's awesome.
That's how I learned. I probably can't still do them, but
Yeah.
I'm losing everything, man. I've
Me
still
too.
got, I've got a little video of that kicker that I bought that I did a bunch of stuff on. I'm gonna post that next so I don't
There
feel
you
as
go.
failure.
I was actually
It's
planning
stupid
on
kick
coming over a little early and
Uh-huh.
having you record and me doing kick flips to
Yeah,
see how close I could get. Because I get relatively close. It's similar to like where you're at with them. But it's like started raining and stuff. And I was like,
yeah,
man.
it was rough. And I know I'm so adamant that if this doesn't happen, I'm gonna feel like a huge failure. That once I get that first one back, and I'm like, oh yeah, like it's
Right.
just gonna have that
Right.
that
It's
moment.
such
where
a
I'm like,
magical feeling landing any trick, really.
yeah,
It's great.
because
I
I
love
think my
skateboarding.
progression. I love skateboarding. I think my progression is gonna be I want to do the kickflip because that's the first one. It's like you gotta have that in your arsenal. You
Yeah.
gotta have a
Yeah.
kickflip in your arsenal.
Yeah.
So that's why I
Right.
want to learn that first. I want to get. I can do them. I did them when we were
Mhm.
skating. I can do half cab frontside, and I want to get those bigger
Right.
so that I can do them onto a box. So
yeah, it bummed me out that
frontside
like
180s have
l-
to have frontside 180s.
like you said, like we lost that, like I've always wanted to be the guy that like can walk around and be like, oh yeah, I used to skate and then do a kickflip
Yeah.
in a couple tries,
Yeah.
But it's been so long that
I think
we're getting there.
backside half cab flip. I can do that better than I can do a kick flip.
I was gonna say you
Stupid.
get close to varials.
Yeah, and varials were one that I had, and then I had do varial with a body varial.
Yeah,
Um,
that's that park style.
yeah, I'm gonna get. Those are all the ones I want to get back. But if I don't get this kickflip back, I'd say, I want to say the next day that I try, I might do a couple tomorrow. But I think the next day that I try, I'm going to land one
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
But-
get injured.
or get injured.
Don't forget that is an option as
That is-
well.
Nowadays, that's a big option. I've been having so many issues with my lower back that I don't know what's going on. I'm doing all the right things. I'm trying. I stretch all the time. I do all this, but I think I've got a lot of inflammation.
I'll tell you what's going on.
I'm old.
You're old.
I know.
Yeah.
37,
Sorry to-
baby, going on 38. But my 40th birthday. I don't know how we'll do a stream or something, but I think I want to do it at Skate Naked. I'm gonna spend the whole day there, and I'm gonna get 40.
Well,
bucks.
I would recommend let's not do a stream because
I'll just video
that would
it.
take hours.
would. It's gonna take all day.
I'll
I'm
do
gonna-
the editing.
I was gonna
but
say I'm gonna have a cameraman there.
yeah.
I'm going to do 40 tricks. And again, it's going to vary on what they are. I might get I might have a flat ground kickflip, but if I can kickflip over something, I'm counting that too. This is
Yeah.
for me. I'm 40
Put it-
years old, people.
Put a hippie
It's-
jump in there.
Yeah, dude, I'll do that, dude. It's a trick. I'm going to do this.
Put
but
an acid drop on there.
But on the
I think acid drops where you draw the line.
Yeah,
like
I'm
it
not
doesn't
doing
count.
because I want to get.
Put a firecracker
I
in
wanna
there.
get,
Literally that every time.
I used to have on lock. I used to have boneless 180s huge and on lock, and I could do them down to anything. Boneless 360s I had for a little while.
Yeah.
I'd love to have those back
Yeah.
because just that extra turn, you're just like, wee.
Right. You just chuck it.
Yeah.
My buddy Blake, that's literally like what he does. Like he just boneless, any kind of grab, acid drops.
Yeah.
He's just, we'll go to a spot and he'll think about it completely different than everyone. We're
Right.
like, oh, it's a stair set. You gotta,
I
you gotta
love
do a
it.
trick down. And he'll go like, oh, boneless 180 down to one stair, then 180 back out of that stair.
He's gonna like
Awesome.
It's like, what are you doing?
he's gonna like kick
Have
flip into
fun,
the
baby.
set and then firecracker down it.
Exactly.
Like
He's,
Yeah.
he's
that'd be
like
cool.
that.
That would.
I've
be
never
sick.
seen a kickflip to firecracker.
You've not
Oh.
watched Richie Jackson?
I don't know who that is.
You don't know? He's the guy who's got like the 70s look.
Oh, okay.
That's Richie Jackson.
Yeah.
He does kickflip firecrackers all day, like
Okay.
down like 30 sets.
I can't-
Okay.
They're huge.
I remember the firecracker. I don't remember the kickflip into one, but
He
I don't have a
does
good
the
memory.
power slide.
We've
into 'em,
talked about
too.
it.
Yeah.
on every episode, I don't remember anything.
Big shout outs to you guys. Anybody
Yes.
who's watching, listening, all that stuff. If you want to support us, you can subscribe to the channel. You can like us. The best is to go over to Facebook and be in the group. We have Instagram. Hopefully, have a Discord at some point. We'll make all that stuff happen. But you can also support our other shows: the Teach a Dummy podcast, Average AF podcast, the Greener Grass podcast. Do we have another one? No. Those.
Nope.
Those. Support
This
those.
one.
Those are the only podcasts on the face of the planet, including
Yes.
Skate
Go
Mansfield.
to Spotify, search Off the Tongue Podcast Network. They'll all pop up.
Do it. Also, big shout outs to my lovely wife who lets me do this because she's awesome, lets me take over my basement and watches our kids so that I can do this. You can, if you have a vacation coming up, you can book her. I'll have the link in the comments,
Do it.
not in the comments, in the description. I don't know why I said comments. I'm sorry. You can do that. She can plan your next vacation.
For free.
Big shout outs to Nate Collins.
Yes.
Thank you so much for just supporting us.
Supporting
and
the boys.
podcast. Yeah, hit
And
him
ladies, actually.
up. Yeah, and yeah, you can hit, if you need a car, go hit him up. He will hook you up. That's what
He
I'm
will.
saying. But other than that, I think there's only one thing left to do.
Go skate.
Get it.
Do it.
Thank you, Caleb. By the way, sorry, Caleb Wilson.
Thank
right
you,
here.
Caleb.
He's right here. I got into a thing.
No.
Woo, go
Golf
skate.
clap.